Okay, nobody won the Mega Man, and you can see this is from the old from a few weeks ago. They caught the Mega Ball 11 and the Code 02. Mega Ball 11 Code 02 caught the 35, 36. So we caught a lot of code and pairs for a few weeks ago. The number that came a few weeks ago. So it's not that hard to predict the draw. So since nobody won, good jack. Let me open the shades. Yeah. Since nobody won, jackpot will go up to $208 million. I hope you guys can see this. A little bit of shades. Okay, you can see this. And let's start the draw. But before we get started, you can donate, subscribe, share, and like my video. And email me for any game prediction at hype__yahoo.com. And you can donate by emailing me. And also, always remember nothing is guaranteed, but always trust yourself. So the Mega Man jumping to 208 million. So that's a big gap of a jump. I think it jumped from 179 to 208. Don't remember that, but or 180 something to 208 million. That's a big gap. So let's look at the winning number that came last draw and the Dster that was used. Remember, I update the Dster. So let's look at the update Dster for the Mega Man draw to see where the number stands. Yeah, it was this one. The Mega Man Dster for 8.6. Yeah, 8.6 at the new Dster was 8.6. So the new Dster for Friday's draw, and you can see the winning number that was drawn were 8, were 9. So let's look at the winning number that was drawn last night. Show everybody where the winning numbers are drawn, so you guys can know. The winning numbers were 9, 18, 40, 46, 69, and the ball was 9. You can see that they brought back the ball, which had the same number as the white ball, the yellow ball. So they brought that back again after a couple of draws without the same Mega Ball as the white ball. They brought it back again. So you can see the 68 got close to 69. So line 1 almost got a number drawn, but it was 69, not 68. So line 1 of quadrant 1 did not get any number drawn. So let's look at line number 2. You have 9330. No number got drawn in the first quadrant. So quadrant 1 wasn't used to pick the number for last night's draw. So again, quadrant 1 was used. Quadrant 2 has 3 digits. Quadrant 2 wasn't used. The 145 wasn't used. So the 145 wasn't used. Quadrant 2 wasn't used. Yeah, quadrant 2 wasn't used. So okay, quadrant 2 wasn't used. So top quadrant wasn't really used so far. Let's see if the bottom quadrant was used. Oh, there we go. 9796. So here's your first winning number. Left to right again. Left to right. Number will pick from left to right. 69. 69. So first number got picked, 69. Now, let's look at the number that got drawn. In other numbers that got drawn in quadrant 2, we have 10286. 10286, the 09 got drawn. So 09, the O was over here on the bottom. And the 9 the 9 was on top here. So 09, top to bottom, 2 number got drawn, 3 number got drawn because 09 was also as the yellow ball. So 3 number got drawn, 09, 69, 09. Now you have 18, 40, and 46. So that being said, quadrant 4, let's look at quadrant 4, 980, and the last 9 is 4294. So your 40 was right over here. Your 40 was right over here. And then your 46, your 46. Your 46 would be right over here. So in between quadrant, 46 would be right over here. So ornament was in the Dster system. They were all spread, all diverse. So again, that's why we changed the Dster to prevent them from running around our Dster. So if you don't change Dster and use the same Dster, they probably run down your Dster for each game, and you will not have a good chance to hit the jackpot. If they don't know which Dster you use, then they cannot run down your numbers. So you don't want them to run down your numbers. If you run down your numbers, you cannot hit the jackpot. So again, 46 was in quadrant 1, 2. So again, this Dster did not have all one number in one quadrant. We're going to try it again one more time. Remember, all number were in one quadrant. Even if 5 number in one quadrant, that's a good chance. Also, remember 5 number was in quadrant. Not only 5 number in quadrant, all 6 number were in one side of the Dster. Those are good Dster. If even 6 number are in one side of the Dster, it don't have to be in one quadrant. You can that Dster is still a staple Dster. You can still have a good chance hitting that jackpot because you're only picking in one section of the Dster. You run out the other side of the Dster. You run out the right side of the Dster, right? Just because these 5 numbers were in one quadrant or quadrant 3, you rule out the left side of the Dster and quadrant 1 also. That help you pick number closer to hitting that jackpot. And all you need to do is find the right Dster, and that will help you hit the jackpot. You need to find the right Dster. Not hard to find the right Dster. Have the right Dster and hit that jackpot. I'm going to start doing each draw. I might add something new. I might, even though the Dster don't hit, I'm going to put that Dster that hit for that draw with all number either in one side or all number in one section for that date. So for instance, August 6th was last night Mega Man, and this Dster had all number all over the place. That means this Dster was good but not perfect. So we're going to review after each draw which Dster was the perfect Dster to use for that draw. Now, with that being said, let's go to week 2. Week 2 of Tuesdays to Fridays draw. Week 2 of Tuesdays to Fridays draw. Let's see how well the Dster will be doing for the 208 Mega Man jackpot. Remember, Power's going to 3 draws a day. You're going to have to update the Dster consistently 3 times instead of 2 times per week. Probably update 3 times a week. So when they move the Take 5 for New York to 2 draws per day, they dropped the top prize dramatically. Remember, the top prize for Take 5, let's look at top prize for Take 5. So top prize for Take 5, we can look at the midday one. If you look at the midday top prize for Take 5, if you look at the past draw, you're going to see the top prize around 10K, around 10K, since they put it 2 draws per day. The top prize around 10K is pick 4 numbers. So why would you play pick Take 5 when you can still hit 10K on pick 4? So why would you do that? Remember, if you play multiple ticket, the 10K is going to be split down to 5K. You won't hit multiple ticket for 10K because the more ticket you hit, the less top prize it goes. You're going to have to split the winning. So why would you play Take 5? Now for the evening drawing for Take 5 New York, when they split the 2 draws, maximum price I see is around 40K. So they're not making that much sales for the midday drawing, but they're still making decent amount of money for the night drawing. So they're gonna have to decide to keep that midday drawing or to cut it. It's not doing that good. Nobody's putting that much ticket for the midday drawing. Only cause confusion. I do not like the midday drawing. Just bring it back to 1 day per drawing. The 40K could still be worth it, but not the 10K. Not the 10K for the midday drawing. Not the 10K. I will skip midday and put more for night. If people skip midday, put more for night, and they're not making any sales for midday, you probably have to cut down the midday drawing because not worth it, because it's gonna waste of resource. You still have to announce the draw for that game, and it takes time. It'll take time to announce the draw. They have to check the machines and play tests to take 5 before each draw, and it's gonna be a waste of resources. They pull a midday drawing. So let's get back to the game. In quadrant 1, you see quadrant 1 with 8861 for last draw. Now this is going to be changed drastically. Tuesday drawing, we're going to cut down the Powerball because I'm going to test out the Powerball a separate teaser. Remember, I posted a Powerball teaser for last night for tonight's game, so you probably watch that before the game because that might pull. Remember, the Powerball had all win numbers. Can the Powerball do again for tonight? So 847, 847. So again, what win numbers in quadrant 1? We have 49, we have 47. So it's only 2 number in quadrant 1. 2 number in quadrant 1 that you can choose from, that you can pick left to right. Remember, I showed you earlier in the Dster measurement, not a lot of numbers were picked from left to right, but there's still some number that were picked from left to right. But there's some numbers, there were still a lot of numbers in quadrant 3 also that was chosen. Seems like quadrant 3 have been chosen a lot of numbers lately, but it doesn't mean that quadrant 3 will get you to jackpot. So you got to use the entire Dster to break it down. You need the breakdown. Remember, number from left to right will still hit you that goal because numerous times a lot of numbers were picked from left to right. You got to think about that. So that's line 1. Now let's go line 2. Line 2, we have 9403. Now, what number I pick from left to right? We have 49, we have 40, we have 04, we have 30, and we have 03. So, more number than line 1 to choose from. Even though I don't like the 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, when I pick numbers, not picking 40, not picking 30, it can still come out. It can still come out depending on the breakdown. So we cannot rule those numbers out by what you like or what you do not like. So now let's go to quadrant 2 by itself. We have 257. So 257, the only number that you can choose from left to right is 57. Think about that. 57. Remember, Tuesday drawing, the number were in between quadrant. The 46 was picked in between quadrant. You don't know if, even if quadrant 2 is not used, maybe one of the digits is used to pick the winning number. For in between quadrant number, for quadrant 1, 2, 2, 4, or 2, 3. You don't know that. So you got to not rule out quadrant 3. Quadrant 2, I mean. Now, for instance, let's go to quadrant number 3. Let's look at line 1 of quadrant number 3. The number that we had is 9883. 9883. The Dster system. We have 38. 38 only number that you can choose from line 1 or quadrant 3. Think about that 38 right there. Think about that 38. Maybe that can pull you. Maybe you want to max out, and if it gets drawn, you hit the number. Remember I told you the 02 was maxed out for Mega Man a couple weeks ago, and that was the code pair number that got drawn, and that 11 got drawn also. The Invincible 11 got drawn. So you can max out. I would max out 3 numbers per line. not including the mega ball for Tuesday. Leave two not number per line, not maxed out, because we want to get close to using the pentagon pen system as possible. The pentagon pen system will use only certain amount of numbers. You don't use too much numbers, you're not going to get close to the jackpot. You want to get it to perfection, so you hit that jackpot. So that's why you need to use the pentagon pen system. Okay, line number two. Line number two are 10387. 0387. So what number can you choose from? 10, 1, 3, 30, 38. And you have 87. 87. That's it. The 38. The thing about that was also from left to right on the top line. Think about that 38 in quadrant and line 1 of quadrant 3. Now let's go to quadrant 4. Now quadrant 4 we have 6. 161. Where combination 1661. 1661, that's it. Two number. Left to right, 16. Don't forget about these in between quadrant numbers from left to right also. Don't forget about those. Do not neglect those as well. And let's look at the last line of quadrant 4. If you look at the last line of quadrant 4, we have 2025, 2025. Getting close to that year, but not there yet. So we have 20, we have 02, we have 25, we have 20, we have 02, and we have 25. 20, 02, and 25. We have 3 numbers. 52. We have 4 numbers from left to right. Think about those numbers. Like I said, I don't like the zeros on one spot. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. But you can still come out. Think about that as your number. So this is going to be Tuesday's draw. We'll change that to Tuesday so I don't confuse people. Tuesday, week 2, Tuesday. So, week 2, week 2. So you guys don't get confused. Every time I do this, I don't want to change the title, but I have no choice. I don't want to confuse you guys. Tuesday's draw. Change the title. Yeah, there we go. Finish doing it. So let's get to the breakdown before we get started. After tonight's Powerball, I'm going to announce the result. Remember, law of elimination, 21 was a culprit. You're going to have to do it for the Mega Man also. I need to find the Mega Man. Oh, I'm missing a line for Mega Man. Sorry about that. So if we cannot really do that. I'm missing the 739 for Mega Man. But you can add that in. I gotta add it back later. But just forget about that line for now. Let's add back the 9. 9, we have 9. We have 18, 40, 46, 69. And that is 807's draw. 807's draw. You have 806 draw. So 806 draw. So 806 draw. Law of animation. If it pulls right, that 9 for last night's draw repeated. So law of animation wouldn't have worked, but we can double check what the 730 draw is. I gotta find it and put it back. But 9 was cool, but at the first draw, just think that's Law of elimination would have worked it for after 9, no other number would be eliminated. It would have continued working. If you only eliminate the 09, then you would continue using it. So after 09 is eliminated by law of elimination, it didn't work after one draw. Remember I said you don't have to start the starting point on the first draw, but once you start a starting point on the next draw, you gotta keep on going. Cannot go on and off. You cannot do that. So even though, let's say you start here, then you cannot stop here and then start here. You cannot do that. But if you don't start here and you start here, that's fine, but you cannot stop in between. So wherever your starting point is, gotta continue the starting point. Cannot stop whenever you want to stop. You pick your starting point, you can pick here or you can pick here. So let's say 730, no other number will eliminate it. Then you have to go to the third draw. After eliminate 09, 2, 35, 36, 54, 64. 13, 17 got close to 18, 19 got close to 18, where 40 is your next scorer. So why nobody won? Because there we had it. 3 numbers were chosen from the last 5 draws. Last 4 draws. That's then 69, 40, and 9. So they are putting a whammy on us. They want trying to bring up the jackpot for there's no other upcoming holiday. Only holiday coming up is September. That's it. When you want to bring up the jackpot, okay, they're not making money. Want to bring it back up. That's how they do it. The only way to bring up the jackpot is to bring up the profit is to make the jackpot go high. So if you like any game prediction, donate, subscribe, share, and like my video. And email me for any game prediction at hyper_yahoo.com.